How you guys doing? Listen, I'm often asked, Carl, how can I be successful? Well, that's a question that you're asking yourself. How can you be successful? Well, let's go back and think about when we were in high school and we wanted to graduate so bad. We had to study hard and make sure we get good grades so we can do what? So we can qualify for our diploma and graduate. And we just couldn't wait to get out in the real world. We turned 18. Some of us graduated 17, but at 18, we just couldn't wait to take on the world. Well, that energy that you had when you were able to do what you wanted to do, something got in the way. It's called life, the reality of life. And we're talking about maybe getting married, having kids. Of course, that's going to bring on responsibilities that you have to go out and do it, get a job. Maybe it's a job you didn't want, but yet it was a job that you had to have. Why? Because you had to support your family. Years go by, and you find out that the job you had you wasn't making enough because you may have one, two, maybe even three kids at that point when you hit your 30s. Well, you didn't really get a chance to finish college because that's what you wanted to do. Go out and get a college degree and go out in the real world and do what? And get a job based on the qualifications that you went to school for. Well, what you find out is things change. Things change because technology is moving so fast. What you took up in college end up being obsolete, and then you have to go back and take up courses to qualify for a job that people won't hire you unless you were fully qualified because they needed to stay up with technology themselves so they can basically be a competitive in the business or whatever they were in. Okay, now you turn 40 or maybe in your late 30s or even your early 30s, you wake up and you go, wait a minute, I'm watching all these people online making all this money, and there's a better way to make money. Let me try this. Okay. When you say try it, are you really saying trying it or I'm going to do it? Well, to be successful, you must have a mindset to say, I'm going to do it, understanding why you're doing it, understanding what you expect out of it, understand how to set goals. Now we're going to get into some real good conversation here. So I hope this is going to help you guys. Now, I can only look at myself, and I hope this would help you take a look at yourself. Well, just like when you wanted to ride that bike or learn to swim, if you learn those things in your life, you wanted to do it so bad, you did not see failure as an option. You didn't see that you was not going to do it. You knew you were going to do it. And guess what? You did accomplish that. When you want to start your own business or be successful in life, no matter what kind of company you work or whatever you're doing, you want to think like that failure is not an option. You must have a routine that you do, a daily routine. Set those goals, day to day goals. Like for me, whatever company I represent, and here's something I want to bring to you to forefront. I've learned never to fall in love with a company, definitely stay in love with myself and learn to master what you need just in case that company fails and it goes this way, then this new company comes in. I've learned to become a master at marketing. No matter what I do, I want to be that person that can go to any company and become number one or within that top range of top 10. Okay. Because that's was my temperature. That was my level to find out who is number one, who in the top 10. And guess what? That's my goal. As I move up, I want to be that number one person. That's how I thought. Failure was not an option. Doing this a little bit was not an option. I would do things every single day based on my goals. I'll set daily goals. Okay. If I was with a company with multi-level marketing, guess what? I knew I had to go out and find interesting people, but they would have to qualify for my time. I would test them, ask certain questions to find out do they know what they want. I don't want nobody wasting their time, including them and myself. So there's questions you need to ask people before you bring them into your circle of success, because people will bring you down. I don't want somebody to have to contact and call, say, did you get on the call? Or did you do this? Did you do that? I didn't want to do that. I want them to be calling me and saying, hey, I can't, I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Check yourself. If you're making excuses for things you know you need to do, well, you don't want it bad enough. If you hang around the people who don't want it bad as you want, but they are putting up a wall around you, you know what? Those type of people you don't need to be around as much. There are certain, this is what I found out. There's certain people you need to be around to, if you have interest in sports, you need to be around those people who like sports. And that's time management. Then you spend time there because I love sports. I love certain sports, and I have friends that love sports, and that's all we talk about. I don't mention anything about business opportunities or talk about what I'm doing to make money, because guess what? They're not at the same temperature that I am. Okay. Then I have people who like to go out and eat at restaurants. Guess what? Those are people I would hang with because of that reason. We sit and we do small talk about things that are going on in the world. Those are the type of people I would hang around with. Now, if I'm around successful people who are already there, not thinking about being there, but already there, guess what? That's my circle of friends that I would talk about business, because I'll learn from them. Okay. Especially, I'm going to tell you, even now, I don't care how old they are, I'm interested in learning about how did you do that? What did you do that I can learn from? In my mind, that's what I'm thinking. I don't care how old they are. I don't care how long they've been marketing. Even though I've been marketing over 30 years on and off line, I still have an open mind, open book to new techniques. And those are the type of people that I hang with when it comes down to business. That's the kind of mindset you need to have to be successful. You need to understand, don't bring somebody in that's going to drag you down with excuses and, oh, I don't think I can do it. You can't do nothing about that. That's their journey. It's not your journey. Find those people, say, man, hey, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. What we're going to do today, especially if they're part of your team, especially if you bring them in closer. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about one company or putting down any company, because I believe it starts with you. To be a successful person, it starts with you, and it starts here. You have to make a decision that this is what you're going to do, and you have to understand why you're doing this. And when you get to a certain point, what you're going to do when you get to that point. You're going to start a new goal, and you're just going to keep going. You're going to elevate yourself like that. You hit that goal, set another goal. Hit that goal, set another goal. Make sure it's a realistic goal, not something that fantasized. It's going to disappoint you when you don't hit them, right? Even if you try your hardest, it's going to make you weak. It's going to put doubts in your mind. So make sure it's a goal that you feel that you can hit. When I say feel, I mean, when I look at something like when I was running track, I was second in the city when I was in the ninth grade. I was running against college students. I seen the finish line. I didn't see who was my competitors. I seen the finish line. Okay. When I was 19 years old, well, excuse me, 21 years old, when I worked with a company, I was mad because I seen a person walk on the stage and show me a check, and I got mad because, wow, how come they're making more than me? And I was a top model in Hawaii. Okay. But I signed up for that company. Within 3 months, I was their top leader. Why? Because I wanted it bad enough. I just couldn't believe that lady was making more than me. Okay. So everything I do, okay, everything I say, I feel it. I wake up in the morning. Here's my routine, and guys only have 2 more minutes, so here we go. I like to keep these things under 12 minutes now. I get up in the morning. I pray. Okay. I get up and I exercise. Okay. And I think about what I thought about the night before because I make my plans before I go to sleep. So I know I'm going to get up, exercise. I'm going to take my shower, say my prayer before I exercise. And when I get um, done eating, I sit down and do what I'm doing right now. I have a list of people I have to contact that showed me that they're serious about what they want to do. They already proved to me they want to do that. And guess what? Those are people I bring in my circle. And I do that every single day. Every day. It's called time management. Okay. When I do one thing, I devote my time just to that thing. Even if it's a half an hour, even if it's an hour. And one other thing I want to say real quickly, you don't want to be sitting there spending 80% of your time watching videos and think about other people, what they're doing. You need to take action. Take action. I would say 60 to 60% of the time you should be out there marketing, making it happen. Because without applying yourself, nothing's going to happen. You just be looking at other people pass you by. All right. Anyway, this is Carl Douglas. I hope you found this information helpful, and I hope you can study it and you can rewind this recording. I'm going to have it on YouTube. I'm not going to put it on my TV network. This is directly for those who are seriously interested in knowing about what they should be doing to be successful. I'm just tell you what I do. Okay. Just remember, go back in time and look at your childhood and think about when you were in high school or when we got out of high school, what you were doing. You wanted something so bad, you didn't see failure. Failure was not even an option. All you seen was, ooh, I can do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, I can do it. I'm going to do it. You think about it like that. It's going to work for you. All right. Bye for now.